about you? I'm Hank. Welcome to Hamiltonville Farm. Today's a really cool video. We're doing a collaboration with Bobby over at Life on the Ridge. He's got a 3016 that he's going to give you the specifics about, and then we're going to compare it between the 4540 and the 3016, so you guys are not going to want to miss this video. One of the main things I get asked on my YouTube channel is, why am I so handsome? And also, the second question I get is, what size tractor do I need? Or, you know, I've got this amount of acres, what do I need? And so we've got 75 acres here, and this 4540 is a 41 horsepower tractor, big heavy 41 horsepower tractor. And not everyone needs a big tractor like this. So Bobby has the 3016 and he has 30 acres. So he's going to tell you in his video, and I'm going to link it right here, about how he uses his on his property, some of the things that he likes about it, some of the things he doesn't like about it, and you'll get a better understanding of if you need a 40 horsepower versus a 28 horsepower tractor. So we'll start with the power plant up front. This is a 166 cubic inch engine. It's a 4-cylinder Tier 4 compliant MCRD designed engine from Mahindra. And you can push a lot of power out of this thing. You can get a 4540, which is a 41 horsepower four-wheel drive tractor, and that does a lot of work for you. And you can work on it all day because it has a 14.5 gallon capacity in the fuel tank on this thing. So if you're considering a smaller tractor, think about the fuel that you're going to use as well. 15 gallons of fuel in this thing gives me a lot of hours to work around my property. Now, if you're going to go with a smaller tractor, Bobby's going to tell you how much fuel capacity that the 3016 has. One big difference between the 3016 and the 4540 is the 4540 is a gear-driven tractor. So we have what they call a dual clutch. So you depress it halfway down, you shift your gears, the PTO will still stay engaged. Depress the clutch all the way down, and this keeps the PTO from spinning. Whereas the 3016 is a shuttle shift type tractor, and Bobby will go into more detail on that later. This is a 2018 model 4540. In the operator workstation, I've got the M Comfort seat. I've got 8 forward gears, 2 reverse gears, and that's selected with a low and high range lever that you have here. And of course, it does have all the safety switches associated with the engines there. So if you like these kind of videos, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate it. Make sure that you go check out the differences in Bobby's 3016. Let's work our way back to the back of the tractor now. As we make our way to the back of the tractor, this is a really stout, well-built, heavy lifting 3-point hitch, all right? So the 3-point hitch actually lifts about 3,500 pounds, a little over 3,500 pounds. But what I really think is cool about how they designed this 4540 is this is Cat 1 or Cat 2 capable lift arms, all right? So you take these lift arms here. If you look here, it has a pin in the back. You take this pin out, flip the lift arm around, voila, you've got Cat 2 capable implements. And so you're pushing 31 horsepower out of the rear of this PTO at 540 and at 540 RPMs, but you can do a Cat 1 or Cat 2 capable implements with this style of 3-point hitch. Bobby's going to tell you what type of 3-point hitch the 3016 has on his tractor. Now that you know a little bit about the back, let's talk a little bit about the front. The loader capacity on this thing gives you a lifting capacity of about 2,800 pounds, a little over 2,800 pounds, and that's measured from the pins when they've done their calculations for this thing. Now, as far as how heavy this machine is, this thing weighs at 52, off the showroom floor is going to give you 5,200 pounds worth of operating weight. And of course, all 4 of my tires are filled. I have the R4 tires on here, but you can get them with the R1s. Bobby will explain the different tire situations in the 3016 as well, if you get ag tires versus industrial tires. But the operating weight for my big 4540 is 5,200 pounds. Again, remember, we're framing this whole video around what size tractor do you need for the size property that you have. He's got 30 acres, I've got 75 acres. We do a lot of, and what type of work do you do? We do a lot of grapple work. We do a lot of work with down trees, clearing paths, bush hogging, things like that. And he's going to tell you what he does with his 28 horsepower 3016 model. it's a legit question, right? What size tractor do I need? Do you need 28 horsepower? Do you need 45 horsepower? Do you need 55 horsepower? It all depends on your situation and your circumstances, and also it depends on what you can afford. So when you're thinking about what tractor do you need, think about what you're going to be using it for, right? The size of the acreage that you have, the size of the tractor that you need. The rule of thumb is always go bigger, the biggest as you can afford. You know, no one regrets having a larger tractor, but you hear people talk about all the time about, man, I wish I would have went bigger. I wish I would have went bigger. No one hardly ever says, I wish I would have went smaller. You know, so always get as big as you can afford for the job that you're going to be needing it. Make sure you go check out Bobby's video. I'll put the link in the description, and you can click on this video box right here, and that will take you to his page. The white circle will take you to our subscribe page. Make sure you subscribe to both our channels, and you'll learn a lot about Mahindra tractors and other things that we do around hobby farms. You guys take care. We'll catch you on the next one.